At least one liquor store was burgled in Cape Town following the reinstatement of the ban. A substantial number of expensive bottles were stolen. Among the reasons cited for the renewed ban was to ease pressure on hospitals and free up bed space for COVID-19 patients. This after an influx of alcohol-related incidents at emergency rooms. But Wines of South Africa says despite continuous engagement, the industry was given no warning or opportunity to consult with the National Coronavirus Command Centre before the decision was made. No consideration was given to the immediate impact on suppliers, distributors and retailers. Around 300,000 people are employed in the value chain of the wine industry. It contributes nearly 50 billion rand to the economy. The initial ban has already taken its toll. 80 wineries and 350 wine producers face closure. Wine exports are allowed to continue, but only about half of all wine is sold abroad. Further job losses are expected.
Despite our shock and dismay at the abrupt decision by government, we will urgently take up our deliberations with them again with renewed energy, specifically the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, as well as the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development. Just in the course of last week, the wine industry, together with the bigger alcohol industry, initiated contact with government to formalize a social compact between industry, government and civil society. We really hope to continue with this process to find common ground in ways to drive behavioral change regarding the consumption of alcohol without jeopardizing the livelihoods of individuals and businesses in the industry.
Western Cape Premier Alan Windey has also lamented the decision by national government, saying it will have a negative impact on the economy. He also supports a long-term behavioral change approach. Some Cape Townians support the ban.
We saw, the spike in trauma-related cases, so I'm very pro the ban, but I don't think it's the long-term answer because we can't ban alcohol. People still have a choice in terms of what it is that they do with their lives. So I think it's also at a constitutional level, it's quite a challenging issue to deal with.
During the time when the president announced the first lockdown of alcohol, we see a big change in the nation, and when it comes back, things changes. So really, the rebanning of alcohol, it's a good decision.
The very first time they banned the alcohol, it was amazing. We had a lot less calls that we had to attend to. And the rebanning of it now, I think, yes, it's a brilliant thing. I don't see a problem with it.
Others have suggestions.
The alcohol, they make people out of control and hurt each other. But I'm in with the cigarettes, the tobacco. Because bring the economy, destroy the economy. I'm against that. They must bring the tobacco in, the cigarettes. Let the people smoke to be relaxed.
And for some, the ban is a nuisance.
I take a drink now and again. So I don't see anyone falling around like old days, going around getting drunk and falling around. I see people, they limit themselves to what they drink. So I don't think it's necessary for this thing.
I'm not over the moon about it, but I do understand in the bigger picture the purpose to free up beds for people who really need it. But yeah, it's going to make life a little more boring, a little less exciting for a bit, but it's fine. What can you do?
It doesn't seem to make sense to me. I just think it's a lot of rubbish.
Agri Western Cape says it's concerned over the possibility of further job losses and what might happen to next year's harvest if the current harvest remains in wine cellars. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.